Next is an old good friend of mine from Webster High School. His name is Jared Van Alstyne. He's going to wow you right now.
Good evening. What a wonderful day this has been, hasn't it? I think this evening's ceremony has certainly been the most interesting and the most fun I've ever had at Nuptial. Nice work. Good job. This evening, I'm going to tell a couple stories about Graham. I had the honor of meeting Graham when I was about 12 or 13, and I've known him since. He still calls me friend, which is something that's pretty amazing. Most of the time. The interesting thing about Graham that I discovered is that when in 7th grade, Jeff, also my good friend, and Graham, we entered into Webster's junior high school. And so this was a sort of a feeder school to a bunch of different elementary schools. The thing that made Graham, Jeff, and I a little different than most of the students in that junior high school was that we had really no other connection to any other students. Very few connections to any other students in that school. So very quickly, we connected in a very fast way. We found a mutual friendship, we found sort of a kindred spirit, and we also found ways to be completely silly. Graham, Jeff, and I would spend our afternoons after school doing a number of things. Usually, most of them involved Twinkies, now and laters, Happy Farmers as we call them, and other various implements of candy. After school, we would leave the high school, walk with Mr. Kent's permission, of course, walk to the Graham Kent household, which was at 708 Hightower Way, not very far. And yes, that's true. And we would spend our afternoons and evenings concocting different ways to find interesting things to do. The thing is that the interesting things that we found to do weren't your typical after-school things to do. For instance, amongst our many projects, creating hovercrafts. It worked. Out of a vacuum cleaner. Creating a life-size compound insect eye. A backyard snow toboggan run. It was very cool. I don't think we really got very far in it though. It wasn't a very steep slope.
So it felt like all.
Yeah. So needless to say, that somehow Graham, Jeff, and I connected and began this this experience of finding different and interesting ways to just do crazy stuff. The part about it that was great is that the creativity, the ingenuity, and the sort of the drive to do all these things, for the most part, was based in Graham. Graham has been one of those people that loves to be at the center of activity. He loves to be in the inner orbits of what's going on. He loves to have lots of friends circling in and out. And he loves to be at the center of that activity. And I think it has really, really enabled him to connect to very many people, as I'm certain most of you here have seen. We didn't really consider ourselves geeks, really. Although, as I'm telling the story, I find that I've pigeonholed myself already. We consider ourselves sophisticated, intelligent, curious, industrious, tech-oriented Renaissance men. It's just the rest of the world that didn't really see it our way. Yeah, so what has really made our experience great is that Graham, as you know him, is a very warm and inviting person. After 2 weeks of knowing him, he invited me to his house, and from there, again, that friendship was pretty spectacular. He invites you to enter his world. At 13, he was project managing, which is something he continues to do today, which I think is wonderful. So I'd like to thank you for allowing me to take you on this ramble of my history with Graham. He is certainly one of the most special people that I've known. He's someone that I'm able to call friend, the oldest of friends, really. And it is this toast I would like to give to him and Sarah as they embark on their new relationship together. So if you raise your glasses with me. Graham and Sarah. It is true, we do get by with a little help from our friends. May you be poor in misfortune. May you be rich in blessings. May you see your children's children. May your joys be as bright as the morning. Your years of happiness as numerous as the stars in the sky. And may your trouble be but shadows that fade in the sunlight of love. The Graham and Sarah.
Thank you, Jared. That was Jared Van Alstyne.